Today I just fancied playing with some mixed media. So to start with, I got out my Holbein Acrylic Gouache. I've got the 36 set, but I've also got some extras, and I've rearranged them so what's in the box isn't the original 36. And the extras that I've got I keep in this little tin. I've got duplicates of the larger sized titanium white because that's the one that I get through the most. And this is my Holbein Acrylic Gouache swatch sheet. For each of the colours I mix them with increasing amounts of white so that I can see all of the pastel shades that I can mix from them. I find it useful to keep this out when I'm painting so that I can go to the right paint really quickly. I chose acrylic gouache today because I wanted to layer them up with acrylic markers. The acrylic markers will stick nicely on top of the acrylic gouache because it can't be reactivated, unlike regular gouache, which the acrylic markers would struggle to go over the top of. This is the Arrtx set of 6D brush markers in anime colours, and today I'm working in my Pith Oroblanco sketchbook. I'm going to be using a paper palette to squeeze the paint out onto and mix on. This is my reference photo, and I took it looking down over my local beach. I haven't got a plan at all for the painting. I'm just putting down some bold colours first of all, in roughly the right places, and then I'll layer on top of them. So once I've got all of the main areas filled in and allowed the acrylic gouache to dry thoroughly, I use the Arrtx acrylic brush pens to refine the detail even more. They're nice opaque pens, so I could do things like putting more black at the base of these plants in the foreground, and then later cover some of that up with lighter coloured foliage. The acrylic brush pen set doesn't have a really good dark green though, so I got out my Ranger Distress crayons for that and a few other colours. I wasn't very happy with the sky at this point. The acrylic marker's nibs were too small really to deal with it, and I didn't have the right colour distress crayons. So I got out my Shuttle Art Tempera paint sticks in Pastel. They're not quite as opaque as the bright coloured pack, but I was able to cover the larger area quite easily, and the Pastel pack includes a lovely range of sky colours. And here it is up close. I think it ended up a little bit more detailed than I'd have liked. I think really I always want my landscapes to be a bit more abstract than they end up being. Though with the bright colours, this one ended up looking a bit more cartoony really. Because of that, I still had the urge to do something quite scribbly and loose and abstract. I found a painting on Pinterest by someone called Debbie Lone, and it was mainly just colour really, with very little form, and so I used that as a rough reference and just had fun scribbling down colours. I used the Tempera paint sticks, the Ranger Distress crayons, and some Faber-Castell Gelatos. In this case, I liked the blendability of the Faber-Castell Gelatos and Distress crayons, though the broadness of the Tempera sticks makes them nice to work with. After a bit of time, the Tempera paint sticks and the Distress crayons will dry completely, whereas the Gelatos will still transfer some colour. And in this case, I needed all three sets anyway, because of the different colours they had between them. If you're interested in different mixed media paint sticks like these, I'll link to a video below where I compare some of them. This was just a really quick thing, but I really enjoyed doing it, and it quenched my need for some loose scribbliness. I don't really seem able to come up with something this without form myself though. And finally, I remembered another painting that I'd done from this same vantage point over the beach, though when the weather was very different. This one had an underdrawing done in charcoal, and so has a more grungy feel to it. I thought it'd be interesting to compare them anyway. So yeah, just a couple of quick mixed media paintings done today. I hope you enjoyed seeing that. Thanks for watching. Bye!